For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Glad to have you back. We are going to have a good show today with representatives from the City of St. Clair's different departments. Got a couple departments coming in and give you some important information that you're going to use throughout the year. Joining us first off is the City Clerk, Annette Sturdy, and her right and left hand, the Deputy Clerk, Morgan Hustek.
Hello, Mr. Paul.
I say it right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
said
thank
everything
you.
right? I said Annette right?
Yes.
Welcome, ladies. You've got very interesting jobs, and we thought it was appropriate to bring you in here. There's been some changes in some of the wards in St. Clair, and so we just thought we'd get you in and talk to you for a couple minutes. What does a clerk do?
That is a difficult question to answer for most clerks, if not all clerks, especially in Michigan, because we all do such different things. For myself here, for the City of St. Clair, the official record keeper of all documents is the main priority. And then our department encompasses so much more than that. We do business permits, vendor permits, special event permits.
Wow.
We maintain all records at Hillside Cemetery for all burials and all record keeping there. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but we have a city-owned cemetery, and all of those documents come through the clerk's department.
So you got a columbarium there too.
Yeah.
We'll get into the cemetery, but let's go back to the beginning. You people don't really probably understand that every record that the city generates, whether it be an ordinance or an act of something, has to be recorded. It has to be saved.
Yes, there's retention schedules for every action taken by council, commissions. Any documentable action is filed by the clerk's department. So
you hear all the time on radio and TV, the Freedom of Information Act. So are you the person that they come to?
I am, yes. I coordinate with the police department and other departments depending on what kind of request it is, but as the official Freedom of Information Act coordinator, all the requests come to me.
Okay. And Morgan, you are the deputy clerk, so
I am the deputy clerk.
What do you do? Follow around, make sure she puts it in the right file?
I do not make sure that she puts it in the right file. She shows me what file to put it in. I have followed Annette, and she's really shown me the ways these last couple of years. And I assist with the elections. I am also part of the process for the business licenses with the City of St. Clair. I also assist Ms. Annette with the special event permits, and I also take care of payroll here.
It's an area that people don't think about, but you just can't set up a booth downtown on the street without a license. So they got to come to you guys and get that organized?
Yes, yeah, and it's public safety #1 always, and just making sure that all the ordinances are followed. That's part of our job too. So yes, we have permits, and it's just to help the community. That's what we do.
Elections. We've got a couple big elections coming up this year in 2022, and then 23 and 24 will also be busy years for you. But let's start with 2022. You think you have a millage or a renewal for the East China School District in May? Let's start there.
Yep, that is correct. Morgan and I have been preparing for the May special election. It's May 3rd. There's one proposal on the ballot. We don't have the ballot yet, so I can't tell you exactly the verbiage of it, but we have sent out our absent voter applications already to those registered voters on our permanent list. So registered voters in St. Clair can expect to see those, return them if they want to receive a ballot. Another big change for this election and all elections moving forward is Ward 2 has a new polling location.
Really?
Yes, so we had an amicable termination of our agreement with the Emmanuel Lutheran Church. So voters in Ward 2 now go here to City Hall to vote.
Okay. If Sam will throw up that map, it's a map of the city's wards, and there it is. So Ward 1 is basically from the city limits on the north, south to, and I'll let you describe the streets.
Yeah, Ward 1, I like to go up actually. So Ward 1 is basically north of Vine to city limits. Ward 2 is north of Clinton, south of Vine, and you can see that little skew there.
Yeah.
And Ward 3 is south of Clinton. So Ward 2 in the middle there is what changed.
So before,
Did I say that right?
you had 3 polling places. Now you're going to have 2 beginning now, and they're consolidating here at the City Hall building. So how are the people going to be in the same area?
They're
in the
not.
City Hall?
No, it's not actually consolidation. We're not combining the wards. There's
Okay.
still Ward 1 precinct and Ward 2 precinct.
Okay.
So Ward 1, there's no changes. They vote on the upper level, and a lot of residents might not know, but there's a lower level here at City Hall, and that is where we will conduct the Ward 2 voting. So,
And if I'm in Ward 3, I'm still at Pine Shores.
Yep, no changes to Ward 3 at Pine
Okay.
Shores in the Banquet Center.
All right, so you guys I can come in and get an absentee ballot, and then I can fill that out and send it back to you guys. You process it, or I can come in the day of the election, right?
Yep, you have to get an absentee application first.
Okay.
So an absent voter application first, and then we'll give you your ballot.
Okay. Business license, a vendor permit. So if I'm going to be a display person at the offshore races, I got to get a license. Okay.
Yes.
What else have I got? Code enforcement. No, not the. You don't enforce the codes. No. That's a
No,
different
we're
department.
not the code enforcement officers. No, we codify the ordinances and resolutions and make them legal and filed.
One of the other things that you sort of got saddled with is website administrator, and that is just a never-ending job.
Yes, yes, that is true. There's always something going on, and so one of our responsibilities is to update the website. So that's usually a daily occurrence.
And also Facebook, is that?
Yeah, we have an unofficial page. It's not an actual government entity page, but we do have one that we monitor and we post on there.
Okay. So the big thing is people don't have to worry about finding the location of their ward. Ward 3 votes where it always did. Ward 1 and 2 now vote here at City Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Morgan, did I get it right?
I think so. Pretty perfect.
Anything you want to add that we missed?
Nope, I just would like to say it's going to be a very busy year with elections and special events, and I know that the city of St. Clair is going to have great things coming.
Okay, so let's go through the
second that.
elections.
Yes.
May, we got an election.
Yes.
One item on the thing.
Yes.
Then coming up in the summer, is there a possibility of another election in August?
There will be an election in August. I'm not sure exactly what will be on that ballot yet, but there will be. And then we do have the general election in November.
Okay. Is the governor's up this year, I believe?
I believe so.
And I don't know about the state representatives and stuff, but this is not a presidential year.
Correct. It is not a presidential year. It is a local election year, though. So petitions are available for residents of St. Clair for mayor and council.
Okay, so there's a mayor system in the city of St. Clair, and people can, they've got to get a petition to get themselves nominated.
Yep.
And then there is 6 members of the city council,
Correct.
and they serve 2-year terms.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. It's a good lesson in government
Government.
there today. All right, we want to thank you both for coming in today.
Thank
I think,
you.
did we
you for
miss
having
anything?
us.
See, it was
Oh,
painless.
There's always something different in the clerk's office.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Constantly
think we can
changing.
ever cover it, but thank you very much.
Well, it's nice to see you guys love what you do. So, and that's
Yeah.
apparent, very apparent. So, and you like dealing with the public. So, public has a question, just feel free to call. Okay. All right, our next guest here on Focus today will be Therese Hawkins, and she just walked in the room, so we'll get her a chair and we'll get started. We'll be right back. In our travels of City Hall today, we just finished a nice interview with the clerk and the deputy clerk. Now let's say hello again to a frequent visitor to Focus, Therese Hawkins. Nice to see you. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Happy New Year and all that kind of good stuff. St.
Usually
Patrick's
you change
coming.
my title, like I'm executive director.
Whatever I can come up with. You have a very, very busy department in the city of St. Clair. And you got a lot of stuff we're going to tell the folks about, so tell them they should get their scratch pads out and take notes.
Yes.
Let's begin with swimming. What's going on with swimming?
Well, we're just finishing up with our we have open swim for families and adult lap swim on Wednesday nights, just until the end of March.
At the high school?
At the St. Clair High School. They are scheduled for some repairs to the pool. So we don't know if that program will be extended. Normally we offer it up until mid-May, but because of construction, the bond proposal projects going on, they're making some improvements to the pool. So our indoor swim program may be cut short. We'll post it on our Facebook and our website, because we might have weekly updates if we can offer it another week or the end of the program. But summer, we are planning on our outdoor pool. We're taking applications right now for lifeguards. And also summer playground staff if people are interested. And we are working with the swim coach, Sue Likens, trying to offer a lifeguard certification class for people. They have to be 15 years of age at the time of the class or by the end of the class to be eligible to take a class. It's American Red Cross certification, and there's other classes being offered right now through American Red Cross. If you just go on their website, if you think you might be interested in certification. I always say lifeguarding is like almost guaranteed job, because there's a shortage of lifeguards, and it's nationwide. Yeah. So it's seasonal employment for us, but if you go away to college universities hire lifeguards in their local rec department. So it's kind of a built-in part-time job year-round if you want it to be, if you're interested in and it's a good skill to have. You said 15 years old in order to apply for the class. How about to come to work for you? Well, you have to be 15 to get for your American Red Cross certification. So we hire high school students. We don't really put 15 would maybe be the youngest that we would hire. We're more interested in those people that like to work outdoors, enjoy working with children, and maybe interested in pursuing a career in childcare or teaching or social services. This is a good experience. It really is. It really is. Okay, so looks like you're talking about the outdoor pool, getting that up and running, hopefully. Cross your fingers. It's an old facility. Yes. Is it approaching 50 years, or is it older than that? Well, it was built in 1955, and it's gone through some renovations. Okay. So, yes, figure it out. It's moving. So it's moving along, but there's lots of activity in our parks. Yes. And there's going to be lots of activity around our parks, like road repairs and upgrades. Bike paths. So let's go through. So, one big project is the Bridge to Bay Trail. We're putting in the Clinton Avenue bike path. In the spring, they tell us. It hasn't gone out to bid yet, so spring, summer. That's going to be on the north side of Clinton Avenue, so the construction will be there, but it'll be a bike path from Kearney Drive all the way down to M29. Will it affect vehicular traffic while they're doing it, or will they only be on the sidewalk side? I would say there will be times, because it also involves driveways and curbs and all that. So we're working with our local engineer, so we'll try to get all that information out. So you might want to avoid that area while we're working on it. And as you're coming down Clinton Avenue, you get to Rotary Park. Yes. And what's happening there? So we're working with the Rotary Club of St. Clair on a shoreline project, which is along the floating docks. And we're restoring that to its natural habitat.
Wonderful.
With we're working with the Friends of the St. Clair River, and we hope it's going to be like a little turtle haven.
Beautification committee, or now the
Women's League and the Garden Club.
Garden Club.
Yeah, it's been
That's
a great
a real community project.
Yes. So we're a lot of landscaping, but we actually then we'll have just a mini shoreline in St. Clair.
Wow.
So, and then we have, of course, our beautification projects. Our hanging baskets will be going up after Memorial Day.
Can I contribute to that?
Yes, there's actually a donor form on our website, on our Facebook page. You can look at it, and at City Hall. And the hanging baskets and the concerts are primarily funded through donations.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Individual businesses, and really all of these projects we mentioned, one way or another, the St. Clair Community Foundation is involved. The county foundation is involved in a lot of that.
There's one man that's been given for flowers forever, Mr. Rick Rivard.
Yes.
And he always does it, and I know you were surprised, that he comes in every time and gives you a nice little check for flowers.
He pays for the fall mums.
Really?
Every year at Rotary Park.
Wow.
So there's about 30 plus mums that we plant there that he has taken as a Rotary Club member and a resident of the city.
Beautiful, wonderful guy, So people can contribute to the flowers that are in the hanging baskets, and they can write a check.
Concert fund too.
And where do I get information if I want to donate?
We have the form here at City Hall, and it's on our St. Clair Recreation website, the actual form, stclairrec.com.
Okay. All right.
Or just call City Hall.
Okay, so we talked about roads. The Greg Park was probably going to be affected this summer too, because they're going to resurface Kearney Drive.
Kearney Drive. So hopefully you'll be able to get there by walking or bike, because it's connecting bike path. But road traffic, I'm sure our police department and our city hall will be giving people information. There'll be detours for that too. Yes.
Okay, and the skate park, that'll be wide open. You got a nice big surprise coming sometime this spring.
Yep, that's another spring project.
For the skateboard park.
Yep, we're adding something to that.
So we got big Bridge to Bay, Clinton Avenue, and then the Feast Day of Resistance. We got a Christmas tree. What's that about?
Yeah, I thought we would mention, just recently City Council approved the purchase of a new community Christmas tree. Back in January, our tree was damaged because of high winds.
Boy, that was just amazing.
It actually fell over.
It was amazing to see the poor tree look real sad laying on its side.
And we were able to put it back up. We piecemealed it together, but upon taking it apart and inspecting it, the frame was damaged beyond repair. But
insurance helped on it?
Insurance, yes.
Good.
And so we are getting a new 30-foot Christmas tree for Palmer
And you
Park.
had spent a spring last year getting it all prepped and making it beautiful.
Yes.
In the summer, rather, in the early fall. So.
With the lighting and
it really looks spectacular.
Maybe we can salvage some of the ornaments that were not broken and things like that. So that's exciting. And then just for spring, our pickleball program is back.
Here. Sam, you can throw that picture up now after we talked. There you go.
At the former Eddy Elementary School, the Development Center there, we play Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 11:30. And then we have a Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 3:30. We might add another afternoon based on interest, but it's a $2 drop-in.
Okay, that's fair.
All levels of play.
Okay.
You can bring your paddle, or we have some paddles that you can use.
Okay.
So that's fun that's back. And men's basketball on Tuesday nights at the St. Clair Middle School. And
you got a basketball shot there, Sam?
it might be, and card play too was another.
There we go. There's the card play.
Yeah. So our bridge group is not quite ready to come back on Tuesdays, but we think that's going to be a spring return. But we have euchre on Thursdays and duplicate bridge on Fridays, all at the community center. and it's all free, all ages and abilities. There's no fee, like I said. You don't need a partner. We'll
Okay.
assign you to a table.
And then
so
the-
those are fun.
Put up the basketball there. I like that shot. That's a great shot.
Drop-in basketball, Tuesdays, middle school.
Through
7:30,
April
9:30.
14th.
That goes through April, just a few
Okay.
weeks. Then they can start playing outside
Yeah.
at the basketball court. So
Busy person you are.
yes, it's fun, and we're looking forward to the summer
Yeah.
programs too.
Okay, well, that's about it for this edition of the Focus program. A little bit of information from the city of St. Clair and the different departments, the clerk and the deputy clerk, and now the Recreation Director, Therese Hawkins. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. Thanks very much for tuning in.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.